This is CryptoTube and welcome to today's video. And in today's video I am reviewing LightPay coin, which is a proof of stake and Masternode coin, and it's a pretty new one. We are after the pre-sale, so we've had the big dump already and we are into some kind of normal trading patterns now. And this is a coin that has quite a good use case, and this is why I am bringing it to you. Please remember that this is not financial advice, and this is just me reviewing projects that I find interesting. And this is one of them, and I will be investing in this coin and trading with it before then going on to stake and potentially own a Masternode with it. So LightPay coin, or LPC, this is the website, lightpaycoin.org. I'll leave all the links down below as ever. On the website you've got a roadmap, a full white paper, the block explorer. You can then download the wallet, and you've got the GitHub. So pretty small website. There's not a lot on here, but they've got all the main things, all the main links, and the white paper obviously as well, which is rather interesting because a lot of the proof of stake coins, the new ones at the moment, haven't got a white paper, and it's usually white paper pending. So we'll jump straight into the white paper and take a little look. So this is the white paper. It's pretty much a brief overview of what the project is and where they're going. So if we start with kind of what it's about, so usage of LightPay coin. So they say that they've created LightPay coin, and in creating this they've created a cryptocurrency which allows you to safely and securely store a coin. So if you look at the card, you can obviously imagine that they're creating a currency that can be stored on a contactless payment card such as that. And they also are developing ecosystem that generates passive income whilst holding the coin. So it's a proof of stake and Masternode coin. Further to this, we have developed the technology for near instant payments through Swift TX. So Swift transaction allows you to transfer LightPay coins within seconds, and this makes LightPay coin ideal to be used for cashless payments through contactless retail payments and around the world. Our sole aim is to design, develop and supply these machines. This will allow them to generate public and companies to pay for the goods and services through LightPay coin. So they actually want to develop a full ATM interface and have contactless payment cards and providers within stores. So they want to try and take over cryptocurrencies into the retail environment. And also they've hinted on here Swift transaction, and the Swift transaction is something that we'll have a little look at during the white paper now. They mention masternodes because obviously to have a big network such as this you need security, and to have quick transactions you need lots of masternodes, and that's why masternodes are a very important part of this company's setup, and that's why they're promoting the masternodes quite heavily. The rewards for having a masternode are also really great, especially at the moment because this currency is so new. The masternode reward system, it's into 1000% ROI and up. So Swift TX, so what is it? This is a technology that allows users to conduct a transaction without waiting for a confirmation on blockchain. So the technology uses a network of second level master logs which detects transactions marked as Swift TX. These master logs then lock the transaction input and send a confirmation transaction to the network. As a result, the transaction takes place in 2 to 5 seconds whilst ensuring that no double spending can occur. After the confirmation, a message is sent to the network that writes the transaction into the blockchain as usual. This means LightPay can compete with the likes of your normal debit and credit cards. So they're saying that the Swift TX actually, without having full block confirmations on the network, it just locks in a signal, and that is confirmation enough for the transaction to go through. Therefore you wouldn't have to wait minutes like you would do if you were transferring someone Bitcoin just to make sure it's cleared. So that's a bit about what they're looking to implement. This is the roadmap for 1819. No specifics in terms of dates and things, but you've got the checkpoints here to show you what's been done so far. And some of the the next things they're going to be looking at are adding to even more exchanges. They're currently on SKDX, Crypto Bridge and Stock Exchange. They are pending with Coin Exchange, and they're currently collecting some they're trying to collect some people's what's it called? They're trying to collect donations from people to actually get listed on Cryptopia currently. So if that's something you're interested in, then by all means do so. It's not something that I would do particularly. but they're trying to get some donations in there now. If you look on to further, like later down the line, they're looking to launch the ATMs with non-contact payment system of LightPay Coin in stage 6. But as there's no months or quarters or anything like that, we don't know when this timeline actually ends. So this is the coin spec, which is obviously quite an important part. As you can see, the total supply is 21 million coins, and the pre-mine is 90,000 LPC, which was about 0.43% of the total amount of coins. Block time 60 seconds, and the reward structure varies between Masternode and staking because, as you will see in a second, each set of blocks, for example 0 to 10,000, 10,000, 20,000, has different reward scheme within it. So LightPay Coin LPC, and it's on the Quark algorithm. And they've got quite a bit of information about what kind of profits you can expect to earn during which phases. So for example, we are currently on block 48,000, so you're on phase 3 here. The total number of coins that will be rewarded during this phase is 5,240. As you can see, it starts to peak around here, which will be at block 130 to 140,000. So there's plenty of information for you to have a little look at and see if you find this interesting and if these profit figures are something that would entice you into possibly investing in this. In their conclusion, they just go on to say that they are trying to bring a new type of technology to the retail industry, and with that, their Swift transaction and the implementation of their ATMs, they're hoping to kind of revolutionize retail with cryptocurrencies. So that's pretty much all on the white paper. In terms of their socials, Twitter over 6,500 followers now, pushing up towards 7,000. They do quite a good job of trying to pump their coin a bit. They're always promoting, saying, look, we can do this, we can do that. Next price point, $5. Our volume's over 225,000 on Crypto Bridge. So they are promoting their coin quite heavily on here, and they've got quite a lot of followers. Based in Poland apparently, but obviously we can't confirm that. Something that I would be slightly wary of is on the white paper, they haven't got anyone from the actual team on there, which we would like to see, obviously. If we hop onto the Discord, and the development guy is literally posting regular updates. I think we've got an update just a few minutes ago, so they're keeping you really well in the know on the Discord, so it's a good place to be. But yesterday, big announcement was that they teamed up with stakinglab.io, which is obviously quite a big and growing community in terms of proof of stake pool and Masternode service provider. So I think quite a few new customers will be coming their way as a result. And if we have a little look at the Masternode info on here, they've got a little LPC bot which is telling you each day how many masternodes on the network. Obviously, as the number of masternodes increases on the network, the ROI slightly falls each time. So the current ROI being so high, in a week's time or 2 weeks' time, this is obviously going to continue to drop, because as the coin people get word of the coin, more people are getting masternodes, and the ROI will start to fall. But obviously these are ridiculously high figures right now, so a lot of people are going to be getting in. If we go over to Masternodes Online, so they were listed here last week. This is obviously another tool to help promote a Masternode, because so many people come and check this out for information, and it is one of the most profitable on the site at the moment. If you just look at these figures, the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the annual, of almost 60,000 bucks right now, it is a huge returner. So these are the stats. So currently trading at about 53,000 satoshis, volume 27 Bitcoin, and a market cap of over 145 Bitcoin. The ROI is just 20 days, which is insane. And obviously this is good if you're invested right now, but you can expect these figures to go down quite quickly, because when there is such a high ROI, a lot of people are going to get in there, and people are going to be taking the profits from each other. So worth noting that the high ROI is not always a guaranteed thing, so just a bit of a health warning there. So the actual number of coins required for a Masternode is 1,000, and totally at the moment 57% of the coins are locked in Masternodes. So obviously that does tend to push the price higher because there are less people supplying coins to be sold and there is a high demand. As we mentioned, Staking Lab are an official partner now with LPC, and they've launched their first Masternode today. I've seen on the Staking Lab Discord that this went today, and so 15 members got the 1,000 coins involved. They are now collecting for a second LPC Masternode, so if you want to put your coins in here, there's about 680 coins left to fill this Masternode. All you have to do is click invest and send your coins in here, and you can take part in some of the Masternode profits. There's not actually a minimum amount you need to put in with this website, so even if you had, say, 20-30 coins, you could pop them into the Masternode and try and take advantage of that 1800% APR. Okay, so finally, the point I'd like to make about price is this has been on the exchange since the 6th or 5th of June, and during that period the price has gone up and down a few times. There's been a few dumps. There's been a major dump here Friday the 22nd of June, which is probably either a mixture of people who got the Masternodes very early dumping some profits when the coin price was high, or possibly people from the pre-mine, so like developers, etc., have dumped some of the coin, and that caused a large crash down to about 14,000 satoshis here. But the coin is now on the up again, and if we just put a marker in about 50,000 satoshis there, there's been a lot of trade around that price. As you can see, the 24-hour volume is over 30 bitcoins worth. So personally, I'm going to be trading this coin for a while, and I won't be staking it as yet, because you'll make bigger and better returns by trading it on the market, because there's just so much volume, so much liquidity, and a huge price range in with which you can actually trade. You can probably steal some coins today at about 48,000 and look to sell them up towards 60,000 satoshis. So this is the technique that I'll be taking. You'll have to do that yourself, but this is the technique that I'm going with. So I'll leave all the links as usual down below in the description. I hope you found this video interesting. Let me know your thoughts on this coin down below, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching.